Well, we made it. First off, I would like to thank everyone for being here today, especially the parents who had to travel halfway around the world to be here, and to the faculty and staff who made it possible for us to be here today. This is without a doubt the greatest bittersweet moment we have ever faced. On one hand, we will soon take our first step into the unknown threshold that is life and begin our own independent adventures within it. On the other hand, we are leaving our legacies that for some have been in the making for 7 years. Let's start from the beginning. It's funny because we all come here the same, scared, alone, and unfamiliar. We all started like clay, just a clump of minerals that looks like nothing, but has the potential to become anything. But I'll come back to that later. When you come to MMA for the first time, you have this crazy feeling, a feeling of loneliness paired with potential. It's when your parents leave you alone on campus for the first time that you think to yourself, well, I guess they weren't kidding. Then, what's the next step? After that, everything just falls into place. You meet new people, make unbreakable friendships, and move on through the ranks of MMA. After a short time, we all found that one position that we thought would suit us best, and we spent the rest of our time working towards it. We all saw each other grow as people, and more importantly, as leaders. Although many cadets don't understand how the leadership program helps them in life, it's clear to see that you, the parents, do. Otherwise, we would not be here year after year. I, for one, understand the fact that leadership is what moves you through the real ranks of a company or an organization. I've seen the boys around me develop into men of character along my side. I can't wait to meet with my graduating brothers in 5 or 10 years and hear about their families, new cars, and tell old stories. I can't wait to have that nostalgic moment with them. Whether we're talking about Mugabo and his super suit, how cheese does good, or the business I single-handedly started here on the MMA campus. But more importantly, I can't wait to hear the endless success of my brothers, because I can tell you firsthand that the potential of the 2017 class is unmatched. As this is, after all, a valedictorian speech, I thought I should offer some advice from the lessons I've learned at MMA to the graduating class and the underclassmen. First lesson, things happen. As you will see, this one's very personal for me. As many of you know, I was a battalion commander of the 128th Corps of Cadets up until about a month ago. Due to bad choices on my part, I was relieved of that position. Something that I had worked 4 years for was gone in a day. I was devastated. I let down my family, my school, and myself. I'd gone from the top to what felt like the bottom, both physically and mentally. My best friend, Gastelum, had taken over my battalion. Gastelum and I competed for the battalion commander position last year and were tied up. He had athletics and I had academics, and we were both credited with having leadership abilities. So I can only guess that they gave it to me because I was better looking. But in the end, he's in charge now, and I couldn't be happier for him or more proud. When I lost my position, I could have given up. I could have chosen that laid-back senior approach. Believe me, I wanted to. But something I've always been taught is a true man's character comes in the face of diversity. I decided to keep working hard, keeping my mouth shut and my head up. I guess the faculty saw that because a week later, I was honored to be designated as the battalion adjutant. Before I say this, I would like to first thank Mr. McGeorge for this action that immensely helped my family and I cope with everything. President McGeorge called my parents a week or so after I was relieved and told them that the way I reacted to what happened was a further credit to everything they thought about me, and it showed more character than many adults show in a hard situation. I say this not to brag. In fact, I wish I didn't have to say it at all. But I say it to show you the result of not giving up, of not putting your head down. People will notice, like I said, things happen, and it's the way that you react to them that shows your true character. In college, you will be faced with challenges, and you will fail sometimes. Just remember, keep your head up and continue to work hard. Second lesson, work hard now, play later. When you make the realization that school is a small amount of time and hard work to prepare for a lifetime of success, it makes it easier to answer, why should I study for this or that? Although you should undoubtedly enjoy your time here as a student, you must not lose sight of your dreams. In order to take care of your family, own a house, you must work hard now to play later. Keep your eye on the prize. Third and final lesson, always be yourself. People like to throw this one around willy-nilly, but I would like to give true insight into it. Always remember that it's the weird quirks about a person that makes them special and attracts others to them. I can't tell you how many times I've been called goofy or silly by my friends and family. In the past, I thought I was weird in a bad way, but when I tried to change, my friends and family became concerned. They thought I was depressed or troubled. I wasn't having fun, and neither were they. I realized that they liked me, frankly, for me. They liked that I was goofy and silly at times. That is also what really makes a squad a squad. The fact that all different people come together to create such a weird friendship. Furthermore, don't conform to the norm. Don't limit yourself because the people around you do. Going beyond what others do, that's what puts you above them. Don't be afraid to push the boundaries. So wake up each day and say to yourself, today's a new day, and it brings with it a new set of opportunities for me to seize. I have full confidence in myself, my abilities, and my actions. I can do all that I commit myself to do. No obstacle is too big or difficult for me to handle, because what lies inside of me is greater than what lies ahead of me. I will continue improving myself and getting better each day without regard to the opinions of those around me. I will not be held back by regret or mistakes in the past. This leads me back to the topic of clay. In the art of clay, you start by grabbing a clump of clay, add water to soften it, then you slowly mold it into anything you could possibly want. You have the potential to create anything. It takes trial and error, and sometimes certain techniques may not work, till finally you're ready to fire it. When you fire your piece in the oven, you're finalizing the structure at 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. Finally, you're left with a beautiful piece of something that you have created. My brothers, during our time here at MMA, we have molded our lives with the help of faculty and staff. They added water here and there. We went through trial and error of trying new things. And now we sit in the oven moments away from finalizing our boyhoods and taking the first step into manhood. We are moments away from graduating as a class of 2017. Soon we will begin to mold our manhood and life. So what do you want to be? What do you want to create? When you know your goals, mold yourself, add water and let it dry when needed, then fire it up. Become your dream. As I close, I want to encourage you to remember not to conform to the societal norms. It's your personal characteristics that will put you above everyone else. Create and mold your own future. I created a crown because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the king of England within the next 10 years. I would now like to send a couple of quick thank yous. First goes to Captain Roberts. That man has been my mentor and like a second father to me for 4 years. He has done more for my family and I than I could ever thank him. Next is Miss Morris. Besides teaching me about clay, which I realized is life, she always was the person I could go to vent to. She would always stay late just so I could finish my projects. Now if I could have a couple of my friends come up here for a quick presentation. I would like to now, along with the help of a couple of friends, thank the parents. Now, I alone could say it, but I'm afraid my language is not significant enough. I will start it off. Fathers, mothers, and families, Thank you for your sacrifice. It did not go unnoticed, and we will never forget.
Сайн байцгаана уу? Эрхэм хүндэт эцэг эхчүүдээ. Та бүхэндээ баярлж авдаг шүү. Та бүхний минь сэтгэл болон гаргасан цаг бүхэнд маш их баярлалаа. Цаашдын амьдралдаа амжилт хүсье. Хүндэтгсэн 128 дахь жилийн төгсөгчдөөс.
Padres, madres y familia, gracias por su sacrificio. No fue en vano. Y nosotros nunca lo olvidaremos. Muchas gracias.
父亲、母亲，还有我的家人，感谢你们的无私奉献和给予。这些爱虽然是存于无形中的，是看不见的，但是我们永远都不会忘记。我们不会辜负您的期望和汗水，并且会坚持的带着这些爱，独自前行，走得更远。谢谢。
พ่อแม่ก้องขอบคุณที่ทำให้ก้องมีวันนี้ขอบคุณมากๆก้องจะไม่ทำให้แม่เสียใจขอบคุณครับ
Père, mère, famille, merci pour votre sacrifice. Il n'est pas passé inaperçu et nous n'oublierons jamais.
ndashaka gushimira ababyeyi kuba mwaje muri uyu munsi mukuru wacu ndashaka no kubashimira kubera imbaraga mwashyizemo kugira ngo tubone diplome yo muri secondaire murakoze
Pais, mães e família, obrigado pelo sacrifício de vocês. Todo esse trabalho não passou despercebido. Não iremos nunca esquecer de vocês. Obrigado a todos.
Finally, I would like to thank you, the class of 2017. Thank you for letting me become a part of your lives and helping me to become the man I am today. Thank you for becoming a part of my already enormous family. I would thank individuals, but I'm pretty sure I'd forget someone. Thank you all for listening to my final speech as an MMA cadet, battalion adjutant, in the class of 2017, valedictorian. Have a safe ride back and best wishes. Peace out.